Hey there, and welcome back to another restoration blog. This is where I take you around the shop, show you what I've been up to, and show you projects that you wouldn't see in other videos. I'm going to start today right here with my Overland vehicle. It is now white. This was army green before. Everything has been blacked out to give it more of a commercial truck look to it, and I think it came out really nice. The cab matches the camper a lot better now. I've done a lot of work to this recently. I did have to replace the 24-volt solar panel that I had on the roof before with a new style. The old one quit working. And I also now have the mud flaps and fenders back in place. So this bracket holds the mud flaps in the original position. And all the rear fenders are again mounted. I wanted a little generator tray right here to hold the generator, which can just be connected with a short cord to there to supply power if needed to charge the batteries on the camper. Over on the other side, I've added a Rotopax mount to carry fuel for that generator. Again, the mud flap is back in place. I've got the propane tank for the fridge and the heater. I also spent a lot of time cleaning up all of the wiring. All of the wiring between the camper and the batteries now come through this little cable here. You can see my new solar charge controller right there. I also now have permanently mounted my 24-volt charger up there. And I also now have an inverter inside the cab, so I can run devices in here. Or because this is powered off of batteries that are being charged by both of my solar panels, I can use this to charge other devices. Because I was having suspicions about the solar panels, I bought a new tool. This is a solar panel tester. I'll take it outside and I'll show you how it works. Out here on this military truck, I also have a solar panel keeping the batteries charged up. You can see that little panel right here. If we want to test that panel, I will have to disconnect one side of the panel from the battery. And now that I've done that, I connect the leads from the tester up to both of the ends of the solar panel wires. Then I'm going to do a manual test and we can see the results there. We are getting 0.22 amps at 19.97 volts currently for a total of 4.39 watts. The sun's coming out a little bit more just right now, so let's hit it again. Now we're getting 16 watts with a little better sunlight. We're getting half an amp at 30 volts. So you can see what a difference just a few seconds and when a cloud goes over the sun makes. And we know that this solar panel is working properly. I did find two solar panels that I needed to throw away. The 24-volt that was on my off-road camper and another 12-volt solar panel that I had on something that I found were bad. I've been getting this ready to spend a few days this weekend in this vehicle at an off-road event, and I plan on giving a full tour of this sometime soon. Next is the off-road wrecker, and I'll also be taking this to that same event, so I've been working on this as well. I now have shock mounts up here on the headache rack. There's one on each side. We did need mounts like that for the off-road games last year. I just had a soft shackle wrapped around the roll bar up there. But now I have permanent shackles right here. I think both the wrecker and the camper are all done and ready to go. Next to them is the Corvair project that I've been working on. I'm still trying to decide what tires I want to get for this. Currently only the expensive options are available. The cheap Maxxis tires that everyone buys for these are not in production right now. They only run a production run every once in a while and have those up for sale. So I may have to spring for the more expensive tires. Once the Corvair project is done, the Beetle has been waiting patiently here. This will be one of the next videos to get a series of videos on. I do have an event coming up at a brand new off-road park that has never allowed Jeeps type vehicles on them before. And I haven't decided which vehicle I'm going to take to that. So if you have a suggestion between all of the 4x4 vehicles that I have on which one I should take to this new park and try out, let me know in the comments below. I've got Land Rovers, FJs, the Pinzgauer, the tow truck. Let me know what you'd like to see me take there. This is a 1938 white Yellowstone National Bus, and you've seen this in other videos, but I have not given you a tour around it. I do have the temp and oil gauges out right now, so I cannot start the vehicle. You can see the gauges are missing right there. This is a really interesting vehicle to drive because when you're sitting in the driver's seat, there is a bunch of room next to you still where someone could sit over here. And it's almost like you're driving from the center of the vehicle, because from where the drivers sit, the vehicle actually gets quite a bit wider as it goes back. Like I said, this is a white and it is powered by a white flathead engine. The passenger side has 4 doors, 1 for each row. And the canvas top does unroll. So you'd undo all of the rubber here, roll it back into a big roll on the back where it's permanently attached. And then the entire thing is a giant convertible. The very rear of the bus is where luggage would be stored, and they have bars covering the windows so that they cannot break from the luggage hitting them from the inside. There's huge loading doors to get the luggage in there. I do have a new car for you to keep track of during these type of videos. This is a Triumph GT6, and you can see it's in pretty bad shape. Someone has put floors in it before, so that's why the floors look good. But you can see all the rust holes there. There's an immense amount of Bondo here on the sides. No reason to try to get through that Bondo because this fender's got to go anyways. It looks like this is the old inner rocker, and someone has put an outer rocker on it. And then when you get to the back of the outer rocker, you can see how bad the rear fender gets. So I imagine this used to look just as bad as that. A lot of stuff to fix here. With the primer on the bare metal, all the dents and things really pop out. You can see how bad the repair was over here. The new fender, I'm not even sure how this got like this. I've never seen this before being that bad. Lots of damage here at the rear of the car. On the driver's side, there's some riveted patches that were put in. So this entire panel over here needs to go as well. On this side, I think they put a cap over the outer rocker, but did not replace the rocker on this side. The Chevrolet C10 is coming along. You can see the two-tone paint color, the fenders, the hood, the radiator support, those are all going to be new. And here's the Austin Healey 106. It now has the two-tone black and silver paint. This is going to be a really sharp car when it's done, and I hope to have this significantly more completed the next time that I do one of these videos. And that's going to be it for today, so if you want to see more videos like this, comment below and click subscribe.